Welcome to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part weekly bundle reading. I'm a counselor, a 2-time award-winning actress, and tarot reader. Enjoy your reading.
Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part bundle reading. My name is Priscilla and I am not just any tarot reader. Before I begin, you guys, I just want to thank you so much for purchasing the bracelets that come out and the jewelry and the protection bracelets that you really need to have every single day on you to protect yourself. Thank you so much. It is so greatly appreciated, not to mention your likes, your shares, your donations, which mean a lot to me because those donations I use in my school because I am an elementary school counselor, and so I am so grateful for that. Also for hyping my video, which has really taken me far. Please continue to help me and support me. I'm not just any tarot reader. I have over 2,000 videos that show that I predict the cards and the cards come out. People who need evidence, I don't have once. It's not a coincidence. It's consistency, where I'm constantly calling out the cards and they come out. You don't have to believe me. There's no reason for me to lie. All I do and would like is for you to go visit my channel and check out those readings, okay? As I just did with Cancer. I hope that you guys are doing well. Please continue to check this corner out. I am going to be posting there a lot of things now that the kids are going back to school so that you can save money, buy one, get one free. A lot of good stuff, all right? So don't miss out on that because who doesn't want a sale, especially 50% off, right? Or buy one, get one, BOGO. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your support. In addition, I do have memberships available for only $5.99. Who doesn't want their tarot questions to be answered weekly? Who doesn't want additional videos? All right, you guys, it's only $5.99, so become a member and take advantage of all that I have to offer. All right, particularly answering free tarot questions. All right, forgiveness. This is very important right now. While forgiveness is a beautiful thing, keep in mind that they are not telling you to forgive and continue a relationship. All right, you guys, some of you, I also feel that you may be needing to forgive yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. Practice self-love. Remember that we are humans and we make mistakes. But there's definitely a lot having to do with forgiveness. I wouldn't be surprised in this deck whether we see forgiving a family member or things like that. You might need to forgive a lover, a family member, a child, anybody, all right? Even forgive yourself. Whatever question you might have on your mind, it is a yes. Okay, with regards to whatever. This could be love, this could be business, this could be whatever. They're telling you that the answer is yes. Also keep in mind that depending on the question that you're asking, that answer could be both negative or positive. Okay, oh, what am I doing? I am moving on to checking our energies in love. Guys, I put together a ritual for you to find work. It was potent. I had 7 interviews. I finally got hired. Your standards aren't too high. They're finally not yours. Okay, so if you need to set standards, so be it. Okay, even don't lower your vibe for what people want you to be, want you to say, want you to hear, want you to do. Okay, what you want to do is whatever you want to do. All right, you guys, so do check out that job ritual. It was a potent ritual. I leave it at the end of every video and will continue to do so. Also check out the egg ritual video, all right, to cleanse your energies. I also put a ritual for you to protect your homes, okay, with the Saint Benedict medallion. You can find that in my Amazon store under esoteric items. You will find a lot of the things, candles and everything that I use under the esoteric items at my Amazon store. I have everything by category: jewelry, makeup, things that I use, beauty supplies that work. Okay, you guys, you don't have to go wondering. I've already tried it all and I've already narrowed it down to the things that work. All right, you have the number 17 stork. There's going to be a lot of change, transformation, and improvement in your life. Okay, the number 7 means potential. I mean, seeing things from a different perspective and taking a moment to just be like, okay, let me chill for a minute, right? But the number 1 also means potential. Okay, so there is the potential of something happening in your life that maybe you wanted to do. You said, no, not right now. Or is it the right time? I don't know if I should move forward, okay? And that is what you need to do. You need to move forward. That might be the reason why you're hard on yourself, because maybe, and you need to forgive yourself because maybe there was something that you wanted to do or needed to do and you probably did it late. Let me know in the comments how that resonates, you guys. I am open for personal readings. I am at the last step of putting my website together with my team. So once that's up and running, you can book your reading there. But you can email me in the meantime. You don't have to book a whole full reading. You can just book questions that you are eager to know the answers to. All right. You can email me, hey Priscilla, I just need these 2 questions answered. All the links, my social media, as you know, I'm an actress and all that good stuff is on my description box. Okay, the prices are in my description box. So don't hesitate, don't drive yourself crazy if you need to know the answer to something. Summer solstice, light and celebration. All right, there's gonna be something. We might see the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. It's something that is improving in your life, that you're going to be celebrating that transformation, that change of something that just changes your life completely. And they're telling me something that you've been waiting for. I use this cup to channel and communicate with my guides. This is something that you've been waiting for a while. And it's finally like, you know, it comes in and it just transforms your life. And you have restored the broken self. All right, it's time for restoration and transformation. When the tarot wants to give you a message, and you are receiving messages from a tarot reader who is not just any tarot reader, and there's so much evidence of that, and I connect with my guys and I do rituals before I come on, then you know that this is real. All right, and I'm going to read what it says. Part of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. All right, yes. Are we always going to go through things? Yes. Are things are going to get better? Yes. Are we going to go through them again? Yes. It's just a circle that keeps going. As a counselor, I can tell you with a master's degree, I can tell you that no emotion lasts forever. Okay? Not even joy. But we have to learn how to notice our triggers, learn how to cope, and use our strategies. Right? When you get upset, do I need to go for a walk? Do I need to eat something delicious? What are my triggers? Is it when somebody mocks me? Is it when somebody lies to me? How am I going to cope? You're going to cope by using your strategies. All right, you guys? Okay. I am going to literally do a video on my testimony of Saint Charbel. This is Saint Charbel. Okay, I urge you to go and watch his life history. Purchase a little statue of him. Do the prayer. Light a candle when you are asking for something. Beings of light do not need for you to light a candle every day. They don't need light. They are light. They need light when you ask them what it is you need help with. Okay, that's when you light a candle. You say a petition. As you can see, my petition is still under him. Okay, you probably can see from there, but the petitions that I asked for, I leave them under him until they become a reality. Okay, because it's because of him that I got work. Okay, I did it. I did my ritual and I kept him by the candles and I lit the candles to him. All right, you guys. So it's gonna take me a little while, but I'm gonna put that testimony together. What do we have, please? All right. So we might see the Fool. We might see the Sun. We might see Death and the Tower and the 10 of Swords. All right. 8 of Cups, for sure. This transformation happens because there was something that at one point made you happy. It no longer does, right? And you realize that and you say, you know what? I'm not wasting my time, my breath, my money in a situation where I'm not being appreciated. No matter what that is, right? This could be also a thought that you're saying, I'm not thinking like that anymore because the devil is a liar, right? A son of a gun and a liar, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm just walking away, never looking back, and this will all be a memory. And that's the transformation that you're going through. All right. Because with the Knight of Wands, you are not going to stop. All right. You are going to take big risks. As you can see, he's putting his hands on fire. You're going to take big risks in your life and do what you need to do. Because now you understand, in order for things to happen in my life, I can't just sit here on hermit mode, right? I can't just sit here in hangman mode. I just can't, right? It comes to a point where you get tired. Just like when we feel sad, we get tired. I'm one that if I feel sad, I get tired of feeling sad. Okay. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. There's something having to do with money that is going to come into your life really, really quick. Okay. It's going to come quick. They're telling you to I hear a lot of invested. Okay, they're telling you to invest it somewhere where it's going to grow. All right, and be mindful of how you spend your money. With the Five of Wands, there might be a little bit of maybe disagreement with certain people, nothing that you cannot overcome. Okay, you might be having to face something that you don't want to face. Okay, a situation. They're giving me a lie. Somebody may have lied to you, and now you're gonna make somebody uncomfortable by confronting them. All right, and saying, hey, listen, with receipts, they're telling me, because they're showing me receipts. You're going to be like, this is what I found, this is what you did, don't lie to me. And the person is gonna have no other choice but to basically tell you the truth. There are some of you who lately have been feeling like a little bit of pain in your thigh, not nowhere else but in your thigh. Okay, and they're just telling you to use like an ointment, not just any ointment, but something that refreshes your leg, and to keep it up. And if you need to put ice, put ice. I see somebody like keeping it up. If you're like going to sleep, of course, you know, that may not work. But if you're sitting in a sofa, if you've been doing too much, they're telling you to slow down, to please stop, because you really do need to stop. Okay, 1, 3, 6, and 9. All right, those numbers that I just mentioned might be significant to you. That's what they've given me. Some of you might hear that maybe if you have like a child, he might be like crying too much. Pay attention to that. All right, because babies can't really like express what's hurting them. All right, you might want to take them to the doctor if that continues. All right, but don't disregard it. Don't think, oh, you know, this is something that's just happening in passing. They're telling you to really pay attention to it. Can I have 2 more for Scorpio? This might be your grandson. They're giving me a grandson between the ages of 3 and 5. Also, some of you are like contemplating going back to school, and they're telling you do it. This is the time for you to go back. And not to worry about the money, because if you apply like for a loan or financial aid, they're going to give it to you. Because I think that's really what has you worried right now. You know, like, how am I going to pay for this? Okay. All right. And here you have the Page of Pentacles. Pay attention to documents that you may have received in the mail. You maybe looked at them and you were like, oh, you know, I'll read them later. Don't. Whatever it is that comes in the mail, read it right away, because it might be either something that you're avoiding or something that you're just like, I'll read it later. You need to read it now. This might be at work, particularly at work, but definitely at home. Okay, there's something you need to read that you cannot ignore. And I told you that the 3 of Cups will come out. Okay, I'm not just any tarot reader, because you are going to be celebrating something, and that's at the moment that I said it. Okay, you're going to be particularly with family, with people that you love. All right, there's going to be some people with something that you did, some accomplishment that you completed, that they're going to give you gifts during this celebration. For some, it's a big celebration. It may not be. It may just be like a coming together at a restaurant to celebrate. I know I'm going to be celebrating soon my new job, and you know, doing well on YouTube. You guys, I just want to say that whatever it is that you do for me, donations, whatever it is, I am literally claiming that you receive all of that 10 times fold. Okay, thank you so much for all your support. All right, so, and this could also be like a celebration of a birthday that you're being invited to, because it's not your season. This might be a wedding. This might be like a graduation, that somebody may have graduated in June, but you weren't able to celebrate, and you're gonna celebrate now. This might be you celebrating, you know, graduating from college, celebrating graduating from beauty school, they're giving me. All right, we are going to do your shadow card. What do we have for Scorpio? I'm channeling a lot. This normally does not happen, but I cannot hold it back. There's somebody who passed away that you are haven't stopped thinking about. You feel some sort of kind of like guilt because you feel like you weren't there for that person, but they're telling you that you were. That person is very, very grateful to the things that you contributed to their life. I'm hearing a lot that somebody lost a son. So your son wants you to know, oh God, this is gonna make me cry because I just lost my nephew in June. They want you to know that they love you and that they're okay, that they're not in pain anymore. And I also get a message of a son that's telling you, I'm sorry I didn't get to finish school. However, that resonates. I'm going to step away from that energy because I'm about to collapse crying. My heart feels heavy right now. All right. Once again, I'm not just any tarot reader. I told you we will see the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. All right, the proof is in the pudding. I don't need to lie. And there's over 2,000 videos in my channel. All right, you guys, this is when you say, you know what? She's the real deal. Let me subscribe. Because I even go live for my subscribers so that I answer tarot questions. And it says here, they're telling you to ask yourself, where am I being evaluated or supported? Okay, you guys, who is supporting you or evaluating you, right? And who isn't, right? Because what basically it is trying to say, you should be giving to people who go above and beyond for you, right? Of course we help people. Of course we do. But you got to be careful with the people who take advantage of you because you're too kind. All right, we're moving on to money and career. Spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help you get clear before you move on. You will get insight into what your work will best serve your needs. Okay, so take a hermit moment and say, what am I? Because I feel like some of you may be doing extra for no reason. Like you may be doing extra work and it's not really paying off. So they're just telling you to take a moment and evaluate what is the thing that that's really my passion, that I enjoy doing, that I'm not just doing to get a check. Okay. Work relationships. Foster positive relationships at work. Be respectful, collaborate effectively, and support your colleagues to create a harmonious work environment. Okay, maybe this is the thing that you need to talk about, right? Maybe this is the thing that you need to look within. How am I supporting my team, right? Am I causing problems for no reason? Are they, right? Who do I need to stay away from? Because not everybody is a good coworker. Who am I investing my time in, training when they're not really taking advantage of it? All right. Those are just some examples. Okay. You know your story. Again, celebration. 3 times you're going to be celebrating. Okay. This might be that you are going out dancing. You might be celebrating a new job. All right. It says kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan a joyful future. Okay, so you might be really, really like big time celebrating. I don't know if wherever you are, this is summer, but this celebration has been confirmed 3 times. Okay, if you're watching the short, go and watch the full reading because you're missing out. We are moving on to money, not money, love. What do we have for Scorpio, please? All right, I wish to be like you. Okay, this could be, remember that this is love in general, right? Love of our friends, love of our family, but there's somebody who wishes to be like you. This could be a friend that, looks up to you, or simply maybe a romantic partner that could be maybe a little too stubborn, and just not like you. And they see that you're a good person and want to maybe learn from you. What do we have for Scorpio? You might be rejecting somebody, this person, okay, a friend, a significant other, somebody that you've been with, and that's what you may be celebrating. You probably feel to yourself, you know what, enough is enough. I don't want to deal with this person anymore. I've had it, kind of thing. I wish things were different. Yeah, I wish they could be like you. They wish that things would be different, but they don't put in the effort. And for that reason, you're just gonna say, I'm good. I'm tired. Life is too short. Guys, I'm telling you, life is too short. All right, we are moving on to oracle messages. What do we have for Scorpio? I haven't channeled messages in a long time the way that I did. Go watch the video, you guys. If you're watching the shorts, you're missing out on a lot. Yeah, you're stepping away. You don't need to solve everything today. Okay, we saw the 8 of Cups. So you're stepping away from something that you've had it, a relationship, a workplace, people. You're just like, I'm done. I can do this. Confirmed. It has been confirmed. You are just feeling like, I'm done. This is ridiculous already. Why continue? And this is what I'm telling you. Why continue to put effort? And that's the forgiveness, right? That you're going to move on, you're going to forgive, but you're not going to stay in a relationship, no matter what that relationship is. Skeleton, a curse of bones, time and dust, things that were never meant to last. Exactly. Okay? Whatever things that happen in your life, things come and go. Not everything was meant to last. Some things were just a season in your life. Okay? So that is what it is. All right. And for those of you wanting a personal reading, I have, as you can see on the wall over there, over 300 decks of cards and growing. Okay, it says catastrophizing. The mind has a way of amplifying fears and creating worst case scenarios. Dwelling on potential negative outcomes can trap you in unnecessary anxiety and block the flow of abundance. Breathe, release, choose faith over fear. Okay. All right, you guys. I am going to give you your initials. Here we have, what were the signs? W, B. This could be any initials. Name, last name, first name, whatever. However it resonates. Okay. And then we have a lot of Cancer here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, and then we have Virgo, earth sign, Sagittarius, fire, Scorpio, your own sign. You are in your own energy. All right, you guys, it has been great. Thank you so much. Please remember to hype my video, share it so that I can go further in the algorithm. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to live in love and harmony. Always help others no matter who they are, but know your limits. One love, and I will see you soon. Take care.
Thanking you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.